I've just bought the cheapest BMW C1 on the internet, and well, let's just say it's very special. Now, if you don't know what a BMW C1 is, well, let me explain. The way I can explain it is like this. Think of Mr. BMW, we'll call him Hans. Hans' parents were getting quite old, and he thought, I own this massive automotive company, so what can I do? I know, I'm going to create the fastest mobility scooter in the world. So let me show you exactly what the cheapest BMW C1 on the internet looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you BMW's C1, Hans' mobility scooter for his parents. Now, I kid you not, the BMW C1, they stopped producing it for some strange reason. Nothing to do with lack of sales in any way. Now, I've been thinking about buying one of these for quite a long time because, to be quite frank, they look stupid and funny all at the same time. But the interesting thing about these, currently I could only find 3 for sale on the internet. One with a broken windscreen, basically knackered, for £795. And both of us, what look like in good condition, for £3.5 grand. £3.5 for this scooter, bike, car. But this baby came up and I negotiated an unbelievable price. For this fine stallion, I paid £550. £550. Let me give you a closer look at what we got for this amazing price point. So what I can figure out, this basically went to a place where bikes go to die, but they also sell them quite cheaply, and a guy paid apparently £900 for this bike. I think it had about a month's worth of MOT on it at the time. He kept it for 4 months, sat in his garden, and I think the place he got it from, it sat outside in a sort of yard, and you'll see some reasons why. So here, right, the headlight is full of moisture. I'm hoping with running the light for a little bit, putting it inside a garage, keeping it covered, and a bit of sunlight, we can dry this out. That's what I'm hoping for. Now, you'll see here on this bumper, I think, well, let me show you even more. Just over here, you'll see on this badge just here, overspray. So I don't think these are the original panels. I mean, look at the overspray just there, but at least it's black. Moving on to this amazing poo stained seat. Look at this. This baby has had an interesting life. I mean, look at that. Look at that indeed. But also, look at the seat belts. I mean, yes. Oh, I think they're supposed to lock in place. So the funny fact about this scooter, car, bike thing is that BMW made this with the intention of you do not need to wear a crash helmet. You're built inside a cage, and most countries accepted it. Of course, England didn't, because we're not absolute nutters. But what they did is they made these sort of crash areas, so if you sort of fell, you'd be supported, seat belted in. Now, we're missing the crash bung on this side, but don't worry, I fear you not. This side has it in place. Well, it doesn't, kind of, because it's broken. And that's the crash bung there, that beautiful bit of foam. So, yeah, it's not staying on at all now. Oops. If you have a nice close look at this, you can see living outside hasn't agreed with the rust, but it's not weeping. Well, I might be. How much money I'm probably gonna have to spend on this. Now, here's the indicator. This indicator is very tired and having a little bit of a lie down. Yeah, that needs addressing. Now, what's super rare is this back box, because these are very hard to find. There is none on the internet, for example. To be fair, parts are not the easiest. There is some, but not everything's there, like those crash things. I can't seem to find them unless we buy aftermarket. They're extremely expensive as well. Anyway, this came with this box. It's amazing. The thing of it is, it's broken. So underneath here, if you have a closer look, the lugs that attach into there, well, they're all snapped off, so it doesn't actually attach. But we have a box that's currently useless. Now, underneath the box is where our battery is located. As you can see, it's lockable, but the key doesn't go in and lock. It looks like it's being forced, but that's good because it's permanently open. That means you need to stick a key slightly in it and pull it up. But we have a battery, and this has been picked up for a day. I put it in the garage and it didn't start this morning. So either that battery, it doesn't look old, is knackered. Well, I'm hoping it's just been in there for a very long time and just looks new, or there's another problem. But this bike has a party trick, right? A very clever party trick, because they designed this bike to literally tackle the cities. The idea of it was that all the congestion with all the vehicles, everyone was going to buy this and keep their hair dry because none of the rest of their body would. So the executive businessman would buy this, zoom around in the city, and it made it for convenience, quickness and ease. And it made a system for the centre stand, what means you don't have to get off and try and sort of manhandle it and just try and put it onto the centre stand. You can do it all from this seat, almost perfect, right? But they made a very complicated system to do so. So what you do, and you'll about to see what doesn't work, you push this handle down here, up and down, and it lifts up the front of the sort of suspension. Then you pull this handle here, and then that centre stand is supposed to come back. What means I've got to do it with my foot, and I do it this side. You've got to kind of rock it, and then no, and then no, come on baby, nope, yes. As you can see, with ease, I've got that to work. Whew, yeah. Please tell me someone knows how to fix this. And then don't worry, you can pop it back on centre stand by popping this, yes, here, and releasing the weight there, like so. Very easy indeed. Oh, I need a Red Bull. Now this bike has no MOT either, and I mean literally zilch. I can't take it out and show you this in a beautiful location. This is currently all being done on the driveway. Oh, look at that. I think someone's done such a bad spray. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because let's look at the things that are extremely positive. And first of all, does it run? Okay, well, we're in the launch control seat, and let's turn the key, get ready to fire the beast. Here we go. Ah ha ha. Now it's designed not to rev up properly while on the centre stand. So that's what you get. So it's supposed to do that bit. Now thankfully the psychic helped me pick this up. And when we fired it up, he went, oh, it's not too bad. He said, but you might want to take off this box here and check the belt. I think it's the variator, because it's a little bit, well, it sounds like a bag of nails rattling around. I don't have any idea what a variator does, other than I think it does a thing where it pushes the belt along. That means it gets bigger, so you get more power. That now gives me a great opportunity to check the indicators. So look, we have one flashing here, and then we also have one lying down flashing there. Other side. This side, it's flashing like it's having a discotheque. What means the front, I'm hoping that's just a bulb. Front lights, pop that on there. They should be on the front. Ah ha ha. And the back. Ah ha ha. And also, main beam. It's on the dash. And it's kind of brighter on the front. So there you go. What a positive already. It fired up. I just noticed something else. The brake fluid reservoir is missing a screw, and that looks a bit mangled. Anyway, we'll just ignore that. We'll just ignore that bit, because look, it's a mighty C1 mobility scooter. And apparently as well, you can take a passenger. They're not allowed to hold on to the bars up there for safety. They've got to touch themselves as they're going down the road on this. And on top of it, their legs are just there. That's brilliant. Okay, so the thing of it is, I bought this for a simple reason, because it's absolutely bonkers, hilarious. And I once went round a museum with a very good friend of mine, Julian, and we spent most of our time staring at this than we did at the classic bikes, because it's so silly. Now, because these are generally so rare, what I really want to do is I want to have a project on the channel. And obviously when I saw this come up and I managed to negotiate, in my opinion, a very good price, I want to restore it. Now, in my head, I'm like, I'm not sure I'm going to do that. Am I going to go and do some bonkers charity ride with it, just get it back on the road, or restore it? What I'd like to do is restore it. I'd like to bring it back to as much of its former glory as possible, starting with just getting things right first, getting it going on the road, and then continue to make it better. But the thing is, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Generally no idea whatsoever. I have no idea how to refill the washer bottle. I don't even know where the fuel cap is to fill it up. There's a little bit of fuel in it at the minute, so it's all good. What I'm going to do is try to restore it, watching people's YouTube videos, online help. I already looked for a Haynes manual that I don't think exists, but I'm really hoping that people are going to come along with sets of skills and be able to help me as well and be part of the journey of the C1. Together, I think we could get this back to some kind of glorious state. And those people are me. But what we could do is take this on the most epic adventure in the entire world. As a team, we could make this into something special. Or I could just pray and hope that there's enough YouTube videos, like dummies guides, to help me try and fix this up. Here's an example. These, to get an aftermarket that aren't approved in any way anyway, it's $100 plus shipping from abroad. To get these, I'm kind of thinking some foam in there like BMW did. And then, does someone have a 3D printer? Could we print this? I think we could. The broken centre stand, is it just a cable? A cable that needs reconnecting? Is there a piece of plastic or something in there that's broken? Surely someone's an expert. Or is Google an expert? It's an expert at telling me that I'm the most sexiest man in the entire world. The interesting bodywork. Do we take the panels off and get them resprayed? Get new badges put on it? Or do we get it wrapped? Is there a man that's handy with a spray gun who knows what he's doing? Is there a person that goes, you know what? A good wrap on that, something interesting, could make this look incredible. The squeaky noise coming from the belt, the variator thing. Is there somebody that's worked on one of these before, has an idea of what they're doing? The thing of it is, I'm going to need as much help and advice as possible, but what we could do with this, I just think it could be so cool. Ooh, dirt and cobweb. Shall we take this C1, try and make it into something special, do it together, and take this on one of the most bonkers adventures in the entire world? But let me know what you think in the comments. Have I bought the best priced BMW C1 in the entire world? I think so. And if you're able to help, let me know. Fill me with advice. Come and join me on this adventure. Now, I'm just about to fly out in literally a couple of days to go and film my Thailand adventure, my bucket list adventure, the next one. So I'm excited about that. In the meantime, what I can do is give this a little bit of a clean up with some soap and some water, make it look a little bit nicer, hopefully start drying stuff out, figure out where things are, like how do you put fuel in it and stuff like that. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful relationship between me, the BMW C1 and a lot of learning to do. This is going to be fun. Fuel cap. Where's the fuel cap? Fuel cap. Surely that does that do anything? Does that release the seat? That's got to be where the fuel cap is, right? Under the seat. Yes, I found the fuel cap. It's just there, look.